Hi, can you hear me?
Hey, yeah, I can hear you now. This is
Finally,
crazy. This has never happened to me before.
it has not
Somebody
happened
doesn't
to
want
me
us
either.
to do this, but we're gonna do it, right?
Yes, we are.
All right. Thank you so much, guys. I'm so sorry for being late for this amazing, impactful live. Okay, this is what we do here. Impactful lives that are going to change your life. So, with me, I'm very honored to have Peter all the way in Uganda, right?
Yep,
How is it
Uganda.
over there, my brother?
Cold, very cold currently. Very cold.
Really?
Yeah, it just rained the entire day. Last night it rained. It's also it has just finished raining right now. So, very cold.
Okay, can you hear me okay? Yeah, everything is good, yeah?
Everything is
Do you know
fine.
you're living many people's dreams? Do you know that?
Really, really.
Yeah.
I thought I was living my own and my
No, no.
family's, but
Well, by living your own, you're living many other people's dreams, right? So
oh,
you're
that's
you're
nice.
living the
That's
dream
nice.
for
I'm really
us.
glad. I'm glad. I'm glad
Okay.
people find it interesting.
It's amazing, okay, and very inspirational. I'm so honored to have you on my space. This is a space
I'm
for
happy to be here.
women. Yeah, it's a space for diaspora women where they can find themselves, they can amplify their voices, they can learn. Because in life, it's all about options, right? Once you know you have option, then life become better, it become easier. People are less depressed, right?
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, so this is what we are here today. So today, we are going to go deep into what it means living off grid in Africa,
Yep. Yep.
specifically in Uganda. And we have somebody who is actually doing the work, right? You're not just talking. You finished talking, right?
Yep.
No more talking.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's all about finding freedom, reconnecting to our roots, and creating a life in our own terms.
Yeah.
Okay. So stay with us. You're going to be so inspired, guys. Make sure you tap, share. We are your sister and brothers, So make sure, guys, you support
Yeah.
what we are doing here. Okay. So welcome,
Yeah.
Peter. Please,
Thank
can you
you.
start
Thank
by
you. Thank you.
telling us where you're joining us from?
Yeah, guys, thank you for being here. I appreciate the opportunity, Gladys, and I'm really honored very much because this journey wouldn't be possible. My name is Peter, and I'm used to introducing myself as my name is Peter from the Outpost Homestead, but I'm just
Oh,
Peter. So,
one second, Peter. Peter, I'm gonna need your Ugandan name, okay?
oh, so my
Maybe
name,
later,
my
later,
name,
later. I'll give you that. I'll
my
give you
name.
that as homework.
Yeah. So my name is Peter from the Outpost Homestead. I'm an artist. That's what I went to school for, but I don't really, that doesn't put me in a box. I'm a homesteader and I live off grid in Western Uganda on Lake Bunyonyi. I'm happy to be here. Thank you guys for allowing me to be here.
Welcome. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
a
you.
wonderful introduction. Thank you so much. Um,
Thank you.
so literally, we are beginners, okay? We know nothing about off-grid.
Yeah.
So with our simple, way of thinking, can you please tell us what is off-grid? What does that mean?
Technically, there's a written description of off-grid living. Everyone can describe it in their own way. But off-grid to me means you go off the grid. By grid, I mean no road access. There's no electricity. You forget all about the convenience that city life offers. To me, that's off-grid. And I was a beginner at some point. And what I should say is that there's no such a thing as a beginner. It all starts in your head. Once it's there, you're no longer a beginner. You're good to go. That's all the power. That's all the fuel you need to go off grid. Technically, that's what it means in layman's language. Yes.
Amazing. That's so amazing. Obviously, this live is
Yeah.
going to
Thank
be
you.
very interesting and very challenging. It's going to challenge our mindset, right?
Yeah. 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 Really.
So, Peter, can you tell us, how did you begin?
Where to start? So, like I say, it begins in the mind, and you can't underestimate what you feel within. The moment you embrace that, things start happening. With the littlest means possible, we are able to move off grid. And I started that 2 years ago. But 2 years ago, before the 2 years, I was already living that thing within me, and I wanted to live off grid. I wanted to start, but I thought I wouldn't be able to until we had visited my wife's family. While we were there, we were working these jobs. They are nice jobs. They are very well paying. And one evening, I remember after that day of work, I was working with some people who are in their mid-50s, say, and everyone was saying, I can't afford housing in this area. So that the area I'm talking about is the US. So I had an opportunity to visit the US. And because you're a tourist, on a tourist visa, there are things you can't really do. So, but you manage to find a living while you're there. So I was doing these jobs for some time, but one day I couldn't take it anymore. The pay was good because I was able to do that with a little handwork I had. And that evening, I remember my mind telling me, within me, my soul crying out, you'll never be this age ever again. You'll never be this. You're only at this age right now. Tomorrow you won't be. So be careful how you spend your youth. And that leads me to, if you're able to do something right now, it's the right time for you to do it. The more you push it, the more you can never be able to leave it. So tomorrow is gone. Even a minute ago is gone. Even the minutes we spent on this live before it started is gone. So now is the new you, and you should embrace that. And that's how I decided to live off grid with a little we had. We already bought the land, lucky enough, but then we didn't have any money to build. So when you check out my YouTube channel, you'll see the first house we stayed in. It was literally an iron sheet against a hill. And the first time we reached this place at around midnight. So we had to build a shack like until 2 a.m. in the morning. So, but I was ready to just embrace the entire thing. That very night, it rained the entire night, but I was okay. The next morning, I woke up, checked my surrounding, no landslide, and that's how I started.
Wow. Oh my gosh, that's so
Yeah.
amazing. Wow, that is
Yeah. So,
unbelievable. You're so different from so many people, you know?
oh,
And
thank you.
I think you're gonna help other people gain courage, because we help each other to gain courage, right? Because that takes a lot of
Yeah.
courage. Your journey takes a lot of courage. So
Yeah.
what is a
Thank you.
typical day like for you from sunrise to sunset? Just briefly.
Yeah, briefly. So, because it's a lake and people here are farmers, the birds are out early. So the name of the lake is Lake Bunyonyi. Bunyonyi meaning a local name meaning for birds. So that it's unheard of for you not to recognize that the moment you step here. So the birds are singing, you wake up, then your mind is running through what you didn't finish last night, but that you can put on pause. You wake up, go check on the animals. That's the first thing I do. I feed my fish. I pass through the garden, see if there's anything ready for breakfast later. Come back, check on my chores that I didn't finish last night. So the day begins. I have my breakfast after checking out my chores and doing my basic routine. Breakfast at 11 a.m. While I do that, I'm thinking about what's the next. Maybe shooting a short video for my socials. Then after that, I go on to that build. Currently, I'm working on a rammed earth project, and that has been taking most of my time. So I do that. I shoot a short video, then I continue with the work. As the sun sets, after having after breakfast, go do what I have to do. Then lunch hits, go to the garden, get a few veggies. Cause here you can't really order out. That's a fact. So if you don't cook, you don't eat. After lunch, go finish my chores. They're not complete really, but I make sure I touch every little thing every day so it doesn't like pile up, and that enables me to be progressive rather than concentrating on one thing and just finish it. That doesn't work here. It's night. I warm my water in the outside water heater. I wait for it to heat up, and by 11, I'm having my showers. sorry, usually my showers are late at 11 p.m. because I'm, seated here doing nothing actually, just enjoying what I've done, going through social media, what is happening, and the day closes just like that.
Wow. Your time management needs to be
Yeah.
studied. We need to study your time management. It's so amazing, right? It's so amazing how you put all
Thank
that
you. Thank
in,
you. Thank you.
Was there a day
Yeah.
that you never thought you could have such a life or you could spend your day like that?
No, I don't. I never imagined such a life. It's really
You
hard to
never
think of a
imagined it.
life
Yeah, that's
where
what I was
you.
asking.
No, yeah, I never
Wow.
imagined this life that I would be able to. It's a blessing, and I'm really honored, and I'm grateful to be able to come back to the land. And yes, I wanted animals. I loved having my own land, and but before you really face the world and you see how this modern way of life just puts you in a box, then that spirit within you just awakens and you want to have your own, build from scratch. And yeah, it happened and I'm really grateful. So, and I cannot trade it for
Amazing.
anything else currently. Yeah.
Amazing. Do you get to see the stars? Because where I am, it's totally dark. There's no star, there's no birds, there's nothing, literally.
So yeah, now that you asked that question, it's interesting that when you're in cities, you don't really look at the night sky. You don't. So one night, I'm coming. I'm leaving town. I'd gone for groceries, so I come back to my homestead. Then we are on the boat around 10 p.m. in the night. I'm looking up, and my mind is like, "Isn't that the Milky Way they always talk about?" I'm looking
Wow.
at all the lines in the sky, and I'm wondering. So, thank you for asking, because ever since then, whenever it gets dark, I even didn't notice the light of the moon in cities because everything is bright. But during
Yes.
the times when the moon is bright, it is so bright. Everything is like white, the silhouettes are there, the black, the grays, and you're like, how didn't I notice this before? And I'm really grateful, really. Yeah. So I get time to look at the sky. In the mornings, look at the fog. So all these things come into perspective when you're living off it because there's nothing to distract you, really.
Wow, that's so amazing. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
thank you,
that's
thank
so
you.
amazing.
Thank
Um,
you. Thank you, really.
so do you read more, or do you find that you read more, or you're not a reader, you're more of a doer?
I don't think I
Tell
was a
me.
reader before, and
Hmm.
I don't think I'm as so much as a reader now, but I think I've
Hmm.
read more than I did when I was in towns. So I'm a person who loves watching videos on how to do stuff,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
as long as I understand the language, even if I don't understand the language, because when you're watching a video, no matter what language it is in, but you
Hmm.
like what they do, you definitely want to do it. And the first time I got introduced to Rammed Earth, I didn't understand the language. I saw what they were doing, and in the captions, I was reading Rammed Earth, Rammed Earth. I'm like, let me go check it out. So yeah, I think I've become more intentional about what I want. If I like something, I'll read about it, and I find myself reading about how to's more than anything else. Yes.
That's so cool. That's so cool.
Thank you.
In the
Thank
off-grid
you.
space, obviously, there's a lot of Western people doing it, you know. I think you know it better
Yes,
than I
yes.
do. And for me, what shocked me was that I've not come across you before, right? Or anyone that I can kind of recognize as African doing it like properly, doing it, and obviously doing good
Yeah.
videos and showing instructions step by step.
Thank
And
you.
also
Thank you.
going back to the basics because sometimes they complicate these things, and I'm like, even if I want to go off grid, I'm like, just forget about it. This is too
That's
too
true.
hard,
That's true.
right? So, what inspired you, in a nutshell, like to get into that space?
See, there's a certain kind of freedom, there's a certain kind of knowledge, and there's a certain kind of because let me put this out. Before we really go into towns looking for jobs, in our villages, technically, every person there is a homesteader when you think about it. They grow their own food, you know. They don't like go to supermarkets. They don't order out, and they live in a community. So growing up, I didn't have so much community, but I remember as a child, this was still a thing. People would gather and talk about stories, you know. So the love for plants, the love for community, the love for creating, and the impossibilities that society puts around us, that you can only do something if you have a certain amount of money. In my mind, that never sat well with me, and I'm like, but some of us don't have the money to start something like that. And I really watched a lot of homesteading videos in school. But all the things, no matter, and let me say that as a homesteader, you shouldn't look at the Western way of homesteading. And I've come to notice, no matter how much you engage with them, they'll never engage back. That's I don't know if it's YouTube, I don't know if it's social media.
No.
They'll never.
It's cultural. I feel like it's cultural, and some of our African brothers and sisters, they are copying that. You know what I mean? And I'm like, no, we don't do that. We are brothers and sisters, right?
They don't. They don't. They'll never get back to you. But the moment you tap into the African way, people are yearning to do this, but they don't have they don't know where to start. And most of us have forgotten where we came from, because when you look at the modern kind of life, they say you grow up, you leave your home, you get your own home, then you start your own family, which later does the same thing. So it's a matter of splitting further into small units. But I like this. So when I had my first kid, and we were going through a lot, so much happened. But what affirmed me to really go homesteading is what I wanted for my kids, for the future. What future would they have? That bothered me, and I had gathered so much practical, say, knowledge, but you can't practice it anywhere in the modern life because everyone is so professional. They want you to do something the professional way. You need books, you need the permits to do something. So that has never sat well with me, and I think that pushed me further and further towards homesteading and living off grid.
That's so amazing, because I
Thank you.
believe, you might correct me if I say this, we are all programmed to go to the cities to do things a certain way. So all of us are doing things
Yeah,
the same way. That's why we all look the same. That's why you had to wear uniforms in school, so that you can all
that's true.
act the
That's true.
same. You know. So it's amazing that you've
Yeah.
broken that that I would call a curse, really, that many people are under. It's a
Yeah,
curse.
it is indeed a curse. It is a curse,
Yeah.
honestly.
So yeah, it's so amazing that you've broken that generational curse, and you kind of decided your children's life is going to be different, right? So how do
Yeah,
you
thank you. Thank you.
access essentials like water, food, and energy? Just briefly.
Yeah, so my wife and I came up with a program where it's not a program sort of, but it's a way we do things. What we are unable to do, we don't do. But we know we have to do it. But as long as we haven't allocated anything for it, we don't do it. So usually after 2 weeks, we go to town and get supplies. And we make sure what we buy will last us the 2 weeks. If it gets done before the 2 weeks, then we don't get it. So it's so we visit town for fuel, for our water pumps and our boat engines, because I live on a lake and there's no access at all. So what you
Wow.
lack, you cannot go to a neighbor to ask for, because my first neighbor lives like across the lake. So imagine it's midnight and I'm out of salt. In the past, it was possible that you could go to a neighbor and ask for salt. Now, in some cultures, it is seen as a crime. It is seen as voodoo. You want to do something to them. So yeah,
Yeah.
we make our program for 2 weeks. We buy what we need in the 2 weeks, and we go to town once every 2 weeks. That's how we get our supplies. Yes.
That's so amazing. By the way, I can hear in the
Thank you.
background there's some insects, Are they crickets?
Yeah, that happens every night. Crickets,
That's when you
frogs,
know you're in
some
Africa, right?
yeah, I guess so.
Amazing, cool. That means that there's life, and where there's life, it's
Yeah,
good vibrations, right?
I know.
So, what has been your biggest challenge and how have you overcome it?
So
Briefly,
the biggest
because
challenge,
you're laughing. It sounds like
yes,
you've had many challenges.
I'll just sum it up. And
Okay.
everything depends on you, you know. If you
Mm-hmm.
don't do anything, nothing will happen. So you have to prepare your mind that I'm going into this, but if something happens, if I don't find a solution about it, it's going to stay. So if it's a broken window, you see the broken window until you decide to do something about it. If you plant a seed, it will have to take its time for it to grow until you can eat from it. So that has been my biggest challenge. Everything depends on you. There's no one you're going to call. And the first things you lose once you live such a life is friends. So, and even if you have a few that still call back, they cannot access you when you need them. So that has
I've
been
seen
it.
you've done a video of saying how lonely that is. It's your own journey, and you emphasize that, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Amazing.
Yes.
Guys, make sure
Yes.
you're tapping, make sure you're sharing this live. Please support us. You normally support entertainment. Please now support education, like the proper education. This is the real
Yes.
education.
Yes.
And you
Please.
can't go to school
Please double
for
tap.
this
Double
kind of
tap the screen.
information.
Yes.
Tap, share the
No, you
live,
won't.
okay? Engage with us, ask your questions. You have such an
Yeah.
opportunity. One of our own brothers that is off
Yeah.
grid,
Eco Guardians.
and if it's other people,
Yeah.
they
Thank you
support
so
other
much.
people, other races, right? So guys, we need you to support us,
That's
okay?
true. That's true.
We need you to share. Anyway, that's so
Yes, please.
amazing.
Please do share.
Um, I like your mindset, first of all, before we continue. I
Thank
think
you.
this is
Thank you.
it's your
Thank
your
you so
mindset that
much.
have gotten you to where you are, and that is what we need to understand. Because
Yeah.
once you have such a mindset, then there's no challenges, right?
Yeah, that's true. Every challenge is you embrace it as it comes.
Thank you, African
Yeah.
storyteller. So can you tell me whether your lifestyle?
Yeah.
I know
Thank you
the
so
answer
much.
already, but just tell me, have your lifestyle connected you to nature and your roots?
Yeah. So, like I said, I don't want to go by what I went to school for, but also that I did industrial art and design. I'm an artist, a sculptor. But while you're in school, you're not taught what life is all about. And when I left school, I wished I knew what I know before I went to school, because then I wouldn't have wasted that money. I'm okay. I would live. Okay, I would really have lived fine without a degree, without a bachelor's. Because when I think about it, most people I met in life are not here with me. Not that they're dead, but they're there, but they didn't choose that kind of life. They were going through life. So I do art when I'm free. I love planting trees, and I recently started a series where I've chosen to plant trees for each and every follower that follows me on TikTok. So I'm updating it every month. I plant a tree in the name of the follower. So I love planting trees. I love plants. I had animals before, but I haven't had the time to give them as much. So I've concentrated all my energy around plants and building my home. I'm making it a home I would like. So that is basically who I am. I wake up. I have learned how to repair stuff. I can say I love mechanics now. I love my fixing stuff, which I didn't before. I didn't know I didn't know at one point I would be splitting an engine of a boat, trying to figure out how it moves on the water. But I've really, really picked up so many traits along the way, and I cannot really say I'm defined by one thing anymore. My degree doesn't matter anymore.
Wow.
If tomorrow comes and I need something done, I'll put myself in the shoes of someone who does it, so I can emulate that. And until I fail, I'll ask an expert to come. But as they do it, like, I'm in their ear, I'm there asking, what's this? How do you do it? So that's a bad habit I've picked up, but I enjoy it, and that describes me literally.
That's so amazing. The African storyteller,
Thank
thank
you.
you. She's asking
Thank
how
you.
she can get a tree. So how can we get a tree? We all
Yes.
need trees, right? We all want the trees.
So if you need a tree,
100%.
You don't need to do anything. Just follow me, and as I update you guys, every tree, because they are still young, and I'm waiting until they are past that delicate stage, I'll be tagging each tree with my follower's name. That's a promise I've made to
Wow.
myself and my followers. Because without you guys, this journey would really be even harder than what it was. And the fact that I'm able to share this and people react to it, there are some weird reactions, but there are some genuine reaction as well. So that's my commitment.
We are
to you
genuine
guys.
here. On my platform, we don't do fake. We are all genuine and very serious.
That's
So
great.
if we
That's
say we
great.
want
That's
a tree,
great.
you might have 100
Hi, Brian.
requests. So just be
Yeah.
prepared to work. You'll be doing a lot of work. And obviously,
I
ladies
appreciate
and
you.
gents, ladies and gents, obviously, he's our brother, okay? Whatever we can do to help, to support,
Yeah.
we've got him,
Thank you
right?
guys.
We've
Thank
got
you
him.
guys.
Type on the comment, guys, that we've got him on the comments. We've got him,
Thank
yeah?
you guys. Thank you guys.
He's got a YouTube, he's got a TikTok, guys, comment, like,
Yeah.
share, all that.
I
When it goes
appreciate you.
like
I appreciate you
a word
guys.
of encouragement, that is it. Yeah? That's how we do it here. That is so
Yes,
amazing.
yes. Thank you guys.
So what is the most rewarding part of living intentionally off grid?
I think it's the cause and effect. That is it's weird. See, when you're in town, some things are talked about like it's a myth. You'll have your food, go to the market and buy it. You need airtime. You can just go buy it. You need to go somewhere, call a border, call an Uber. The cause and effect is real. Patience plays into that. Commitment. You
One
don't
second,
have to be.
off grid. Sorry
Please.
to distract your flow. Guys, ask
It's
the
okay, it's
questions
okay.
after, okay? Because it's just gonna disturb the flow. Ask the questions.
Display
I'll open a space for questions and answers, okay? Please, kindly. Thank you. Go on, continue, my brother. Thank you.
Yeah, so this is it disciplines you in a way. It teaches you to trust yourself more than you usually do, because every mistake is very expensive. So you learn to do less and less of those. Of course, you cannot really eliminate them, but you learn to think about what you're going to do longer than you would have. So it teaches you how to understand yourself better, what you can do away with, and what you can't, what you can handle. I'm not a very good people person, but I can engage with people. But in most cases, after a few, maybe, especially in my space, I love that personal space. So it is the cause and effect. You get to know how people's energy affects you. And especially the people that are not in sync with what you feel. So that you can't allow in your space. Because also, having said that, you learn to understand your health, because it's first priority. At any corner of life, health should be up there. By that, you learn to eat well. You make decisions based on how you feel. You know exactly what you ate, because you won't say, I think I ate something this, because you know exactly what you have to eat. So because it's hard work, so the discipline comes in, and it sums it in the cause effect, something like that. I don't know how to explain it better than that.
Well, that's brilliant. I think you've explained it wonderfully. I
Thank
just
you,
like
thank you.
what you've just said, which is something that is so amazing when you say that every mistake is expensive, right?
Yeah,
Because you're
yeah,
on your
yeah,
own, literally. You're not having to rely on anybody. Literally, it's like a military
no,
operation in your own, life.
yeah,
So
yeah,
you have to make sure that you do things 100%, otherwise it's gonna cost you, right?
yes, yes.
Wow, that is so amazing. So
Thank you,
what
thank you.
advice would you give someone who is curious about this way of life?
The moment you become curious about a certain thing, you're already doing it. So if at any point in your mind you say, how can I live off grid? A candle is lit, you know, your mind starts taking you places. For some reason, even the videos that come to your feed are weird in that direction. You start seeing things happen. So it's up to you to don't be afraid to start it. You don't need to have land. You don't need to be strategically positioned in a place where you're going to start homesteading. You can start where you are. You can start with what you have. There's no there's no such a thing as little money to start the life you need to. You need to change little by little. How you interact with people, picking up a few skills, reading books. If you like reading books, you read books about what you want. But the most important thing is start trying it out physically, putting in all your effort. And it might be knitting, crochet, cooking, painting, saying, today I'm not going to pick up my phone. I'll just text because I want a peace of mind. So those little things eventually add up. And there's that one thing you'll do, and it will push you entirely into that kind of area. So start where you are, start small. Don't overthink it. Don't look at the bigger picture yet. Look at where you are.
That is so amazing and so inspiring, honestly.
Thank you. Thank you
I
so
can't
much.
believe this is happening. And I like what you've said because
Thank you.
when I put the intention of doing the work I'm doing, I didn't know I would meet you. And then all of a sudden you're on my feed. I'm like, okay, I didn't even know
Yes.
this was going on. So it's so amazing.
Yeah.
And literally, this is like my second interview, and I'm interviewing great
Yeah,
great
nice.
people. I've
Thank you.
contacted some
Thank you.
people. I know they'll get back to me. And wow, that's so amazing. Honestly, I'm also learning. That's why
Thank
it's
you.
all soaking. I'm soaking in the knowledge as well,
Yeah,
and
that's the
hopefully I
spirit. That's
will.
the spirit.
Yeah, I'll put it into practice. So maybe one day you see me.
Yeah.
No, maybe you will see me doing something about the knowledge
Definitely.
you've shared with
Definitely.
us.
Definitely.
I know, like for us, especially we Africans, we've lost our ways. We've lost our ways.
Yeah.
And I'm hearing a call to go back home, you know. And
Ah,
we've been
yeah.
hearing this call for a very long time. The problem has been that we are too scared, and we still have this
Yes.
limiting
Yes.
mindset, this limited
Yeah.
mindset, and we are still scared of what will people think, if we go home empty-handed, what will our parents think
Yeah.
when you go back home? We don't have anything. All their dreams, all their dreams
Yeah, I know. I know.
and expectations. And then you're going back to your mom, and then you're like, I'm going off grid. What is off grid?
What's happening?
They've sold everything. They've sold everything to make
I
sure that
know.
you go to the West, and then you're coming back, and then you're
Yes.
saying,
Yes.
okay, I'm going off. I'm going off
I'm
grid,
leaving.
right?
I'm
Yeah, I'm
leaving.
going back to
Bye.
the village. I'm going back to the village, so you can imagine the shock and the
Yeah.
disappointment. But I feel that
Yeah.
call is louder, even louder. Every year is louder and louder and
Yeah.
louder, and eventually,
That's true.
um, it's either you choose that call or you continue with the decline in
Yes.
the society that is
Yes.
happening, and you get caught up with all
Yes.
types of drama
True.
and
That's true.
noise, that you'll never get to live your life. So I feel people like you are needed. Your voice is needed, So you coming here and sharing your story with us, you have no idea what you're doing right now, but trust me, you will realize you've started a movement. You've
Thank
literally
you. Thank
started a
you.
movement. You're not aware of it.
I appreciate
you
this, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys.
That is so amazing. Honestly, we are so inspired. And I feel like for us as Africans, we all had roles, men were
Yes.
out there, building our homes. And in some communities, actually, it's the women that built,
Yes. Yes, they did.
We had our own roles, though, the men will be looking after the
Yes.
animals, the women will be fetching firewood, they will be catching, going to look for nuts and vegetables, you know we had roles, we had a meaning of life. We were living back then, we just didn't know, you know
Yes, we are.
our education system have not taught us. Actually, your ancestors or your forefathers, they lived, you know I think his life has stopped. Okay, we wait for him. He's off grid, so obviously he will have these problems. Thank you, guys. The engagement is so amazing. So hopefully we'll get him back. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate. Peter, you're back. Maybe come out and then come out on the live and then come back again. He's lost his network. Okay, let me try and connect again. Okay, you're back. Yeah, we had lost you, but it's okay. We are almost done now. All right, okay.
Finally.
Jeez. Okay, come off and then come back in.
So,
I know if this doesn't work, just go off and then come back in again, okay? Okay, let's see if we'll be able to get him back, guys. Hey, someone is asking for Chi Natural products. Oh, I know, right? It's so soothing. The African storyteller. Yeah, find me in my DM, guys, if you need supplements. Find me on my DM. Make sure that you're following me. Have your questions ready for Peter, because the last section, we're just going to ask questions and just see if your questions, yeah? So, Peter, hey, try and go back again, Peter, live, and then I'll request for you to rejoin. And then this time, it's just going to be the viewers' questions. So we're going to try and be quick. Okay, Peter, I think you can you hear me? Thank you, Daughters of Cosmic Mothers. Thank you so much. I've just followed you. I'll just wait for Peter to come back live, guys. Thank you. Thank you for all the love and the shares. Okay, let's see if he'll be able to come back. Yeah, so the only issue is he's off grid somewhere in Uganda. So obviously that's going to be a challenge. Thank you so much. Make sure that, oh, okay, he's here. Okay, perfect. Perfect.
Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, you're back.
Yeah, I had to climb on top of the house.
The things you're doing for these people, guys. Make sure you're following him. Make sure you're sharing. Make sure you're tapping.
Thank
All
you,
the
guys.
love,
Thank you,
guys. We need all
guys.
the love, okay?
I'm just kidding, but thank you so much. Yes.
I know, right? This is so amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Honestly, it looks amazing on the skies. I could almost touch them.
Thank you.
They're so
Thank you.
beautiful.
Thank you.
I think the universe wanted us just to see the beautiful skies. Okay, perfect.
I know.
All right. So the last question I'm gonna ask that is going to come from me, and then I'll wait for people to ask questions. And if you're on
All
his
right,
live,
all right.
if you're on his live and you need to ask a question, you need to come on my live and type in the question, and I'll read it out to him. Okay. So
Yeah,
let's go. My last question would be: what does freedom mean to you on this journey?
That's nice. Thank you so much for the question. I think freedom is all about making a decision and being able to fulfill that decision. Waking up and no one is pushing you to do what you don't want. You're living by nature's rules, and you're not trying to disrupt anything that you don't have any power over, and not trying to exert your power over things that you don't need to exert power over. So I think that's freedom to me. The fact that I'm able to wake up and decide what I want to do for the day, and know exactly, without no one calling me, no one telling me. I can choose not to pick up, and no one will say your salary has been cut. I can choose to answer a call or not. So that's freedom to me, and I'm really grateful for the kind of life I'm living. I've been through so many jobs, I've been through so many bosses, and the fact that someone has to call you and dictate what you have to do for the day, dictate what you have to do in your life, because they're giving you something at the end of the month, putting you on a clock. I think time is very spontaneous. It is spreading in all ways, but the moment you put it in a box, then you're not free. You're not free. So the fact that I'm able to experience time as it happens, an hour in town is way, way too short than an hour off grid, because there's nothing to distract you. And to me, that's freedom. Thank you.
You've really breaked it down. Thank you so much. Oh my
Thank you.
goodness. I've never
Thank you
had
too.
anything like that
Thank you.
before. And it's very, very deep
Thank
as
you.
well.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you
So
so much.
guys, ask your questions. You have the OG of off-grid here, guys. I don't know what else you're waiting for.
Thank you.
Okay. So all
Thank
your
you, guys.
questions, guys. Ting Pin asks, how long did it take to de-urbanize mentally?
I really think even in cities, even in the city, I didn't like the city. But it truly hit me when I came to the land, and it has been I've been trying to reassure myself I'm not in the city anymore, and I have to embrace this. Yes, the loneliness strikes sometimes. You feel like the first year is the hardest. The first year is the hardest because you still have connections that virtually are not pulling you, but your mind is trying to tell you this is too hard for you. Try something else. or go back. You have a home. Why don't you go back there? Call someone. Why don't you meet up? But that first year is the hardest. And I think I've embraced it in my second year living off grid. It might take you a year. It might take you 2 years. But the point is, you don't have to lose the zeal to live it. It's like an addiction, you know. Cities are an addiction because there's so much you can get from cities. There is so little you can get from off-grid, but there is so much you can create yourself. So you have to learn to create things that you enjoy. And the moment you do that, you're free.
Did that answer your question? Tinkin, type on the comments. We just want to make sure that you're good with that response. Yeah, that is so
I hope
amazing.
so.
Okay, so we
I
have
hope so, I
King
hope
Fire
so.
here, who have asked, what is your backup plan for power?
So currently, what is in my face, we have had this we even bought this before we came off grid. It's my anchor. So it's a solar powered power bank. So we use solar entirely. And during our times of like this season when it rains too much and the sun doesn't come out, it affects us, especially when you have to charge the laptops. You have these meetings in the evenings. So that affects us. So backup to a backup, it's a few months ago, I was browsing through the internet and I landed on some Asian guys using car engines to charge batteries. And I'm like, why don't I try this? So I buy an old car engine. So in times of scarcity, I just light it up. I put some fuel. It runs for an hour. I charge the most essentials and I'm good to go. So that's my backup, car engine and solar. Thank you for asking.
That is so amazing. King Fire, I hope Peter has answered your question. That is so amazing. You become very creative and very
it teaches
efficient.
you
That
too.
is so amazing. Yeah, exactly. Tingpins says, thank you so much for answering my questions. And she's asked, what are you now more inspired to create more art?
Definitely. So let me give you a short story. The reason for the rammed earth was not intended for my house, for our house. No, it wasn't. So I start rammed earth because I want to expand my workshop. Because I'm doing pottery, I'm getting so much clutter. I'm like, let me first try something small and see how it works. So I start rammed earth in my workshop. So I build the pillars, I build a wall, and the things are so nice. I'm like, definitely, I love art. I love doing this, but I think this idea would even do much better on my house. So I'm like, for the past 2 months, I've not done art. I'm concentrating on the on the house with a rammed earth. But the fact that initially, the first year, I didn't do so much art because I was still struggling with where to sleep, so I couldn't deal with art.
The basics.
But after after I did that, I do my art whenever I want because I know, because basically, technically, rammed earth is an art. So, and there's so many ideas. I'm thinking about making sculptures with rammed earth. I'm thinking about making counters. So all these ideas keep coming. But thank you for the question. Yeah.
Amazing. So I hope that has answered your question, Tingpin. Thank you so much for your questions, guys. King Fire has asked what skills you've learned. I know there are many, but like just round them up if you don't mind.
Say that again.
What skills have you learned? Yeah, King Fire has asked what skills you've learned. I know there are many, obviously, but round them up.
I'll just give you the most, maybe what I think is very helpful to me. I can't say I'm antisocial, but I've learned to deal with people. I've learned to look at people and appreciate. See, when you look at someone who's in a position that you once were, but they don't know that they're in that position, there's something you feel within you and you really appreciate that. So I look at people and appreciate what I've come to achieve. So I sympathize and I'm very grateful. So whatever I get, I'm grateful. So that's the best skill I think I've learned off grid.
Wow, that is so amazing.
Yeah.
And that's how we've
Yeah.
always been as Africans. We do feel for others, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's so amazing. Kimfire, I hope
Thank you.
that answers your question. You have another question. What is your source of water? Where do you get your water from?
Oh, nice. So, no, all these stories, like when I tell them, it's like yesterday. Because when my wife wanted to come, because I came here first, and I was going through the things myself, and I was okay going to the lake and bring water. But she's like, I can't. It's a hill. So we are thinking about how to bring water. we are thinking about how to bring water in the house, and we had no pump, we had no tank, and in my mind, I'm like, all the pumps that they're selling are either too expensive, you won't be able to bring water into the house. But I'm like, we had this old pump that I used so many years before I came off grid. I bring it to the homestead, and I try to pump water with it. Amazingly, maybe because it was too old, it pumped water so fast in 1 hour. We had our tank on a hill full and water was running.
Wow.
But we didn't have water in the house yet. So eventually I was able to put pipes into the house. So we have running water in the house. We have hot water in the house. I have a water heater fired by charcoal, by wood, and I can't complain, honestly.
Oh my God, that's so amazing, honestly.
Thank you.
Somebody said this is the African storyteller. African storyteller, we need your story as well. Please get to
Yes,
back
we
to my
do.
message. Get back to my DMs, the African storyteller. So she said, I am certain it's very, very difficult, but it must be equally rewarding. I think we covered that when you answered the question of how rewarding it is, right?
Yes, it is. It is rewarding.
You have another question here, Kingfire. How do you manage your waste?
Okay. Now, these are topics that I didn't even think about these things before I came off grid. So, I'll first tell you about the actual waste that comes out of us. So, the first time you go off grid, this is you should do this. First, dig a pit latrine or something like that, where you're going to dispose your waste. Especially if you're going to have workers come coming from outside to come and help you, because they'll mess up your surrounding. But if you're unable and you're in the process of digging your latrine, please get a nice hoe, that thing that digs. And every worker, brief them in the morning. If you want to go number 2, get a hoe, go in the bush, dig a hole, do your business, cover up. But fast forward, I have a septic system. It's the way I dispose of my grey water. We have, I built this a recycled tire septic system. What it does, when you use the toilet and you flush, the water goes and settles in a first reservoir where all the solid waste settles. Then as the water rises, we have an outlet that goes like 5-10 meters away from the main reservoir, the digester. Then it goes into a pit that I put used tires in there. Then I packed it with stone. So that acts as like a dispenser it just sucks all the waste into the ground. And around that particular place, I've planted nutrient-hungry plants. So there are specific plants that want so much nutrients and they grow so lush. So as the water reaches that place, it seeps into the ground softly. It doesn't have to seep so fast. It has to take its time so the plants get a chance to change that into energy. So that's what we have.
That's so cool. To me, it sounds like science fiction,
you.
but it's reality. You're living it in
Thank you.
real life.
Thank you.
That's so amazing.
Thank you.
So Tinkin has got another question. What would you say is the initial first year cost of being comfortably off grid? The first initial cost.
Comfortable
Like
wouldn't be a word I would use.
Sorry?
Yeah. Comfortable isn't a word I would use, but
Oh, okay, go on.
I'm I'm assuming you have land, I'm assuming you have your land, your piece of land, and I'm assuming you're not going to go as remote as I am. So in Ugandan terms, maybe you can help me out with other exchanges. Maybe I'll try dollars. So we had, this is a fact. This is a fact. Out of experience, we had 3 million Ugandan shillings, 3 mil, which is, I don't know, it is less than 1,000.
Can someone
dollars.
translate that for us? How much that is?
Yeah, it was 3 mil.
Okay.
And by the time I bought a few things to build my simple shack where I would sleep that night, I had like 1 meal left. So I had to plan my entire month on that 1 meal. So,
Oh my
but
goodness.
if you have 5 million Ugandan shillings, yes, that's accurate. So that's what we had. And we decided to come live off grid. And yes, I was blessed that every 2 weeks I would get maybe 1 meal. So I was able to live off that. So what you should also understand that once you choose this life, your mentality changes, your spending changes, your meals change. You plan for meals more than you plan for nights. So you understand what works, what doesn't. So you're less wasteful. So most of the things we have, we don't need. So it makes you think about the things you need in life, especially to live such a life. Yes.
Wow, that's wonderful. You're laughing.
Thank you,
Everybody
Fresh
is laughing
Prince.
because it's just so amazing, honestly. The way you're breaking it down. You're so real. You're so real. But it's good. It's good. We are
Yeah,
happy
we,
that
we
you're
had to
that
do
real.
that. We had to do that.
Yeah. We are no longer, sugarcoating anything or whatever.
No,
We are
no
past that.
sugarcoating here. You either do it, yeah. So
All right. This question, okay, and I hope people don't get triggered by this question. Obviously, we
yeah,
are just gonna be real. I'm gonna read it as it is, okay? So don't get
yeah.
offended, don't get triggered. I'm gonna read the question as it is. Does this make you feel more like a man, more powerful, living in your own terms? That's the question.
I think
I've just read the question. Go on.
I think this is my opinion. If you understand, I'm hoping, I'm assuming you're moving off with both of you, the man and the woman. Everyone has a role to play. And whichever role you're playing, you have to make sure you enjoy it. And don't be jealous of what the other person can do and what you can't do, because there are facts. There are things you can never do as a certain kind of gender, and there are things that you can do. So as long as everyone is happy with who they are, everyone will feel happy about who they are.
I love that.
Yeah. Yeah, so
I'm just reading the questions. So the African storyteller, I hope Peter has answered your question. I can see
Yeah.
you starting to sweat, Peter. Trust me, I'm just reading the questions.
It's all right. I'm all right. It's
Okay, how
cold, but I
far
don't
are
feel
you?
that cold.
All right, Q5 has asked, how far are you from essential services?
Essential services. So there's a government hospital on the lake that doesn't really offer much, but by boat from where I am to the closest town, which is Kabale town, by boat from here is roughly 40 minutes to the main port. Then from the main port, another 40 minutes by car. So roughly an hour and maybe 20 minutes. Yes.
Wow, that is so amazing.
Yes.
So Lauren has broke it down. Lauren Hamilton, she's broken it down. It's roughly $840.
I think I know that person. That's my wife.
Okay.
Don't mind her.
Oh, okay, perfect. That's good. You're welcome, Lauren.
Thank you.
And you have a wonderful man here. Okay. Our African
Thank you,
brother.
guys. Thank you, guys.
Thank you for taking care of our
Thank you.
African brother. You've done a good job, guys. Honestly, we're so inspired.
Thank you, guys.
Inspired.
Thank you, guys.
So that is not a lot. $840 is not a lot. Wow.
No, it's not.
That's so
No, it's
amazing.
not.
So the African storyteller is saying she's very, very proud of you. And we all are very proud of you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys.
Ting Tin says, the lady that you answered the question to, thanks, that's serious budgeting.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
The African storyteller, it wasn't meant to trigger. We know. I'm just kidding. The African storyteller. I'm just kidding. You will know me as we go along. Kingfire, good advice. The African storyteller, well done. That's so amazing. The African storyteller, I wanted to see if something in his DNA has awakened. She's got brilliant questions. So the African storyteller, right? Listen, so that it doesn't pass you. She's asking whether something in your DNA has awakened.
Definitely.
Wow.
I don't know
That's
if
amazing.
it might not be exactly what she wants, but so much has awakened, honestly. But I'll just give you a
Amazing.
glimpse in what I think. So I think it is unheard of for people to do away with their culture. I don't think it's wise that whenever you pray, you say, I break off from my ancestors, I rebuke them. That is a wrong mindset. And I don't think we were meant, I don't think the West had the best intentions for us. So coming back to the land teaches you that everything exists because it has to exist. The moment you break yourself from your ancestors, then you don't belong anywhere.
Wow. Let that sink in.
Yeah.
Peter, let that sink in, Peter. Can you repeat that again?
Thank you.
And we'll just pause. Just pause for just a little bit.
All right. I don't believe the West was meant for us. And the fact that every time they teach us to pray, you're rebuking and you're breaking your ties to your ancestors. And the moment you break your ties from your ancestors, you don't deserve to live. You don't belong anywhere. You're just like the wind. So, yeah.
I feel like crying after hearing that. For so many years, we were taught the wrong thing, So many years.
Yes.
So many years wasted, I feel this is a call to our men, especially, our African men and women.
True.
But especially for our men as well. We need to wake up. We all need to wake up, to be honest. And we are both powerful, both the men and the women. We are so powerful. And we have to awaken together. We can't just be the men. The women as well have to wake up. We have to wake up and claim back what is ours through our ancestors. We can't do it any other way. Right, Peter?
Yes. Yeah? Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Kingfire has asked whether you create your own remedies. We're going to try and be quick with these answers because I want us to finish here by 1:30.
So remedies, yeah? I love remedies. I use them a lot. I have a plant for wounds. I've had so many wounds. I have a plant for wounds. I have a plant for cough. I've learned to use so many spices. And yes, so many remedies, so many accidents.
Wow, that is so amazing. So Tingpin is saying she's sitting over here thinking of how she will survive without her perfume collection. And more lace
Let me tell
chicken.
you
I don't know
something.
what that
Let me
is.
tell you something. The moment you live off grid and your life does not involve so many external things on your body naturally gains something unique. And that's where I can leave it, I should say.
That is so amazing. So I'm gonna end this conversation. However, I need you to be honest with us. Let us know, how can we support you? Okay, and you can go as broad as you want. Just leave it out there. Those who are called to do it, they will do it.
Oh
We're
wow,
not-
oh wow, oh wow. Guys,
Yeah.
thank you so much. So, first I appreciate you guys for the support that you've already given me by following this up. And the biggest challenge is solar and water transport. So currently we are looking at because the boats break down quite often, because we got an old boat, and if you understand the water part, yeah, and the solar part is also a very big challenge. So I'm not used to this, and I don't know how to really
It's okay.
myself
We are your
about
brothers
such
and
a question.
sisters. Go on, go on, go on.
Yeah,
I
so
know.
those are my challenges. But in the same breath, whenever next year we open up the homestead, please feel free. We shall be offering our services, what we have learned, workshops. So that is meant, the main reason for the workshop, the art workshop, was to bring in a little income when we get visitors, so we could fund the projects at the homestead. So yes, so that's my biggest wish, I should say.
That
Yeah.
is so amazing. I feel like we are all in, right? If you're all in, type on the comment. So the African storyteller have said you will become a consultant for the rest of us who are when we are ready.
Oh, I appreciate that. I appreciate that, guys. Thank you.
Okay, the African storyteller, we're booking our tickets. So they're already booking their tickets. Peter.
Oh wow, that's nice. Thank you, guys.
So thank you so much, everybody who has contributed on this live. And Peter is so amazing. How did we get here? How did I just message you and you are here? And I see why.
Thank you,
have
thank
built
you,
what you
thank
built,
you,
you know?
thank you, guys.
You're quick thinking.
Thank you, guys.
And you gave me a
Thank
chance.
you.
So I really, really appreciate
Thank
that.
you. No, it's
because-
you. It's you who gave me the chance, honestly. And along the way, I thought, let me do this so fast. See, it's coming. I'm like, I'm going to start a YouTube channel. In a few months, it will do this. So, but YouTube is a place to meet people that understand you. It's not a place to go viral. That I've come to learn, and I appreciate
Absolutely.
this journey. Thank you so much. Yes.
Yeah, we'll do another YouTube discussion, right? I just want to finish
Thank
it off
you, thank you.
here because we have a lot of witnesses, so they can see
Thank
you.
you,
You've said
thank you.
yes to my YouTube interview, so yeah.
Thank you.
So yeah, I think that's it. Does anybody else have any question, last word? And if you're on his live, maybe read on your live as well, Peter. Just have a look if there's anything there. Lawrence said boil pawpaw leaves and aloe vera, best moisture and detangler. That is so amazing. So guys, last parting words. We're gonna go off now. The African storyteller is saying, I'm so very proud of you. Yeah. So that is so amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
So thank you guys. Continue supporting our work. Go on our YouTube channels. I also have a YouTube channel. Go like, comment, subscribe. Ting Ping says thank you both. Thank you so much. All right.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate that, really, honestly.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. And thank you, Peter, so much for sharing your journey with us. Yeah. So until
Thank you,
next time,
Gladys.
enjoy
It was
your
a pleasure.
African skies.
Thank
right?
you.
So we
Thank you so
we wish
much.
we were there
Thank you
with
for the
you,
opportunity.
but,
And yeah, guys, and before you go, we are organizing a Ramdath workshop in Feb, and I hope to see you there. Please, I'll put out the advert. You can join if you want. It will be a 3-day camp. So hopefully, if you get a chance and you have the time, just drop by. Why not?
When was that again? When?
It's going to be in Feb. Hopefully, if the elections go well, in Feb we are organizing a Ramdath project, a Ramdath workshop
Amazing.
for 3 days,
Okay.
2 days. Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Where people can learn, right? Just explain a little bit what that is going to be so that people
Yes.
can know.
Yes. So it's going to involve basically, if you want to build a house and you're afraid of not the conventional way of building, using the dirt that is free, of course, very cheap materials, and a very, very durable, long-lasting house. So the workshop will be about that. And if you have time, I'll be putting up an advert. You can just come, have fun, enjoy the view of the lake, and let's cook some local food.
That's so amazing. Will you be streaming that live or something? Just to help
hopefully,
us.
if the internet allows us, we shall be streaming live.
Oh, that's amazing, because I would really like to learn about the earth and using that, because obviously it was considered as backwards, right?
Yes.
To use earth for building material, right?
That's true.
Okay, Kimfire is saying people on Peter's live do not ask their questions. Did they have
I
any
didn't
questions?
really have so many. No, I don't really see any questions. There's someone asking something about solar, but I think I answered that. Is Charles from Kenya? Yeah, but guys are giving me plenty of love, and I'm grateful.
Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. I feel I need to ask this before you go. Okay, I know we had said we were gonna go like in 10 minutes ago, but
please go ahead.
Let me ask you about the earth, right? What is the significant? What was the wisdom behind using earth as Africans to build our structures?
Now that you ask, I'll also give you a story. There are days I spend my day barefooted, because before that I had issues with pains, some weird pains. But the moment you connect with the earth, there's something that happens, because it's true, we are from the earth and it's where we go to after we pass on, and there's energy there, there's connection. You can't grow putting on shoes and expect something won't go wrong. Veins, arteries, the heart, the connection to the land, the magnetism, all that plays part. That's why our ancestors slept in dirt houses, dirt floors, and they knew how to take care of them. You didn't even know that it's dirt. But there's something magical about the land, and when you take time and feel it, it gives you something that you can't explain. So
wow.
It heals you, and I think it has a way of understanding how we feel. So yeah, I think it does that sometimes. And it's free. It's free energy. You can build with it. You can eat it. It has everything we need. No wonder every mineral on the planet comes from the earth. There's nothing in the sky for us. Everything is grounded.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Just hit me with that. Wow. There's nothing in the sky for us. Everything is on the ground.
Yeah.
Wow. That is so amazing, because in our culture, we do eat earth like a rock sometimes. And sometimes you really feel like you need it, you have this urge, especially when we are pregnant, we have the urge to eat it. And that is so amazing. Honestly, I know we can stay here like for hours and hours and hours. I want to release it.
True.
Otherwise we'll be in trouble.
Thank you so much.
Your wife, Lauren, we've been in trouble with Lauren for keeping you too much. But we really appreciate it.
She understands.
Honestly,
She understands.
we're so honored to
I
have
appreciate
you
it
here.
too. I appreciate it too.
Thank you, both of you.
Thank you so much.
You really touched so many lives today. So we appreciate.
Thank you.
And anything, just DM me if you need any support or anything shared.
Sure.
I'll be there for you. Okay. Much love.
Thank you so much, guys.
Bye. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
Much love.
Much love, everybody. Bye.
Bye.